If you'll win the wars at home, there'll be no fighting anymore. Phil Ochs, 1964. His words reverberate throughout the world of politics and music. His words give many people strength and relief that they are not alone. His words inspire and make us question the world around us. His words put us in the shoes of those who our actions affect the most. This songbird, this thoughtful dissenter, thrusted their music out towards the US's territory and its taxpayers in a time thick with strife. His music made us ask ourselves why we carry on, why do we fight, and why do we care? His life showed us the importance of carrying on and how even one guy and a guitar could affect the world around us. We are here today to honor the enduring legacy of a voice that, why silenced too soon and why gone from us, still resonates today. Phil Ochs, a folk singer. Phil was a troubadour of truth, a poet of protest, and a resolute reporter of the generation and country in which he lived. Born in El Paso, Texas on December 19th of 1940, Phil entered the music world as a teenage clarinetist and orchestra performer. And after his time at Dalton Military Academy, he headed to Ohio State University, where he left on a leave of absence sometime after his first semester, where he was again arrested for sleeping on a park bench in Miami. This moment in his life and history inspired him to join and take interest in journalism and writing. So he returned to Ohio State University as a journalism major, and he developed his interest further into politics and music. Along the way, though, he decided to quit school and start taking music a lot more seriously. Oakes was inspired by those before him, like Woody Guthrie, Pete Seeger, Elvis, Bob Gibson, and Buddy Holly. From there, he entered the Greenwich Village folk scene in New York City during the early 1960s. He joined others like Bob Dylan and Joan Baez, among many others, to use their music as a tool against the system. But Phil's approach was unique. He was not just commenting on the world, he was dissecting it with the precision of a surgeon. His words were sharp as knives, and his tunes were often mollifying, so that way the weight of the urgent message within could be taken a lot more seriously. He wrote of the Vietnam War with unflinching sincerity and I ain't marching anymore. He captured the disillusionment and moral outrage of his fellow countrymen in that song. He unmasked the hypocrisy of political leaders in songs like Love Me, I'm a Liberal, that called out the political performatism of the politicians as they committed harsh and cruel deeds behind the podium in which they delivered doughy words that were meant to pacify the nation. He gave his lyricism and tunes to the oppressed and the downtrodden, from the mine strikers of Joe Hill to the victims in the Ballad of Oxford, Mississippi. Phil's social justice transcended his lyrics. He was the force of the major movements. He was at the fore of the major movements of his days. Civil rights marches, anti-war rallies, labor walkouts. He appeared and played at many a benefit concert, often for free, because he believed in music's power to make a difference. He walked his talk, even when he quenched his flame, and had to deal with the dread of a world that did not share his vision. But what set Phil apart was his blunt honesty and his profound compassion. He did not see the world in black and white, but in the complex grays of humanity's natures. He understood the pain of the oppressed and the terror of the oppressors. His music was not just accusations, but there were calls to examinations, calls to actions, and an appeal to our shared humanity. But Phil's own life was a life of perpetual struggle. Political disillusionment, the world's injustice, and its inner demons brought him down. Some of his work did not do well, especially the work that he did later on that wasn't so political. This reaction to his work hurt his spirit, and from a distance, looking back, his work still seems timely today. The things he cherished, peace, equality, fair play, and truth to power, are still our struggles today. We are reminded with searing clarity by his songs that music is the force, a mirror to our failure as a people, and a beacon calling towards a better day. Let's honor Phil Ochs not in his ugly end, but his magnificent, discontented spirit, and a collection of songs he left behind. Keep his spirit alive by being strong enough to say to those who are in power that they have to listen to us, by being courageous enough to stand for what's right, and by speaking with our own voices so that the world may hear. Thank you.